take a little memory lane trip really quickly.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
months ago, by now, I'm sure you remember that, you know, I had been gone for 3 days. I was in the trees. I was living my best life, watching the children, making sure they didn't do anything too ridiculous, but then I ended up making myself look a fool, getting stuck in the trees, and a whole
I
emergency
remember that.
operation rescue team
Yeah.
for me to come back and find you with someone else, obviously. Her name happened to be Harley at the time. And,
Yeah.
I could tell from that moment there was going to be problems because in your life, Mick, there's only one person meant for you, and that's me. And, after these
That's actually
12
facts.
years, after these 12 years, I thought you would have gotten that through your fucking skull. But it would appear that you wanted to faffo. You wanted to fuck around and find out. So you did just that. You've tailgated us through a miraculous adventure of miscellaneous events. And then, as these miscellaneous events come to the climax, you leave. You leave.
So I've heard it hit the fan when I went on vacation.
Brother, it hit the fan the second you let that motherfucking bitch in the family. I'ma be real with you right
Yeah.
now, Mick. It was
Yeah.
a
I got you.
problem when we were coerced into believing that this was going to be a thing that could work. We knew
Yeah.
this was going to never work because of our previous roots, Mick.
Yeah, I
Yet
agree with you.
you just wanted to let it happen. You just let it happen. And we even told you this was a bad idea. Yet we felt the pressure from you when you decided to say, I'm gonna have a talk with her. And if shit goes south, it's on me. And you know what, Mick? It's gone souther. It's gone
Good.
so
It's on
fucking
me.
south. Yeah, it is, Mick.
That
And I
was
have to
a
hold you accountable. And I
that
need
was
you to
a
just
big
listen right now. I
mistake to
need you to
not
listen
jump
right now,
in.
all right? You can have your chance to talk, but I gotta get
Okay.
this off my chest, my friend, okay? Because I tell you what, I am highly upset. I am hurt and I am disappointed. I am heartbroken that my number one. You know how long we've known each other, mother yakhir? Motherfucking too goddamn long for you to have broken my heart like this, my friend. I mean, there were times when, you and her were doing this, that, and the other, and I was fucking tossed to the side like a sack of potatoes. No fucking mind put into it. You just let it happen. And then I go out here and I try to get attention. I try to, hold you to a standard of being a gang leader, a friend, a fucking family member, but you threw it all out. And for what, Mick? A temporary piece of ass that was not even that good, that was temporary, and that fucking ditched us faster than she could say hallelujah. And just to find out, I was fucking lied to by this mother because she fucking went to the other. She said, she looked me in my fucking eyes and she said, Raj, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to focus on me. She said she wanted to fucking focus on her and get her business off the ground. There was a lot of shaky shit with the family. And I said, Holly, that's completely fine. So long as that's what you're telling me right now. That's the truth that you're telling me. And I made sure Moby and Louise made sure that that was the truth, the holy truth and nothing but the truth. And that's what she told me, Nick. Until I find out, not even 12, Mother Yachin, 12 hours after we fucking took out your dirty laundry that she's joined a fucking other gang. I fucking was lied to while you were not here. I had to fucking put that back where it belonged. You let a dog into our fucking house and that dog is chomped and chomped and chomped at our fucking very foundation. You know what I told Max yesterday? I told him that this foundation was reliable on one person. And you know what? You're goddamn right. I said that was me, Nick. I'm the fucking foundation of this family because sometimes I question your loyalties and your integrity. Because you let this lady come in here and you let her come in here before your number one since day motherfucking one. And when at first I was trying to let it go. At first I was going to play along with this little facade. I was going to allow you to play house with this lady, potentially have a baby. But obviously I would have had the baby killed because there's only one baby in this fucking family and that can't be yours. You understand this? So obviously I was going to allow you to play house and continue this facade for maybe a few weeks, maybe months if it got that serious. But then it just continued to deteriorate. The drama started leaking into the gang, and there were judgment calls that were absolute ass. But you being the boss, we can't argue with those judgment calls. We came in here to do one motherfucking thing, Nick. And what we said, me and you, we were on the same page, and you threw that completely outside of the window. We said we're just gonna hold hold this little piece of fucking, we're just gonna hold this piece right here. We're not out here for big and expansion. We don't want to do these other things. And yet here we are right here, right now. And that's when it started, Mick. I knew exact at that exact moment when you let this snake into the Garden of Eden, which was purely ours. We had a garden, we had it all. We had the trees and the apples. And then it was corrupted because you allowed your power to be abused, and then we were the casualties. We were the fallout of something that gone poorly wrong after we have warned you. And we told you that this was going to happen, but you said it was going to be on you and to trust you. And that's what we fucking did. We trusted our leader. We trusted a family member, a close friend, just to be betrayed like this. And in ways you can't even comprehend at this point in second. And then there's the matter of the way you've been treating not just me, but others. And a lot of people have noticed this, Mick. A lot of people are also deeply hurt. But you know what hurts the most? When you lash out to me, when I've done nothing but be by your side 24/7, defend your honor without you being present. And for what? I feel like sometimes I'm wasting my breath because it's like I'm talking to a brick wall. And then you want to talk about policy and procedure of the family that we created, motherfucker. Me and you, we created this shit. It was just a dream and it was just a dream, goddammit, Mick. We didn't know shit about fuck. We didn't know this was gonna lead this way, but we chose this motherfucking life. Me and you. That was it. That's all it started out. Do you forget those days where it was just me and your passenger seat racing to fucking get money and get the roots and network, and then we became realtors, and then we moved cities? And all of this to travel this far and get this far and you to jeopardize it? Over something that was fake from the beginning after we even told you this, Mick. And then, you know, we're trying to warn you. We're trying to give you the signs. You're in denial at this point. You don't want to listen to us. You're lashing out. You got an attitude with people. And then you want to get off the radio because you're not feeling it. And you want to do solo jobs without telling us over radio because you and Harley are going through a tough time. Absolutely unacceptable, Nick. And you know what? At this point in time, I'm ashamed to say that there was a point in time where I decided I was just going to leave you a fucking note on the bed and just leave this life for good. Become the mayor, become the supreme dictator of this city, and walk away from it all. And not tell a single soul, leave that life behind. That's what I decided, but I decided not to because I forgot my roots and I was losing myself, Mick, because you lost yourself. And then you leave for me to have to put down the dog you brought in. Despicable. And it's unacceptable. And this behavior can never happen again because, Mick, I tell you what, if it happens again, I'm as good as gone. For good. Forever. Because I can't go through this again, Mick. I can't have my loyalties to you questioned or the decisions that I make and questioned under scrutiny because somebody else had an opinion or because your judgment is clouded. You know the life that we got into and you know exactly what we have to do. You know the mission that we have to accomplish here, and our mission's only just begun. Just begun. And as you saw, we're blooding in more people. We're getting bigger. We've got mouths to feed. We've got payroll to put down on the books. We're getting our roots established. And you know what? The people are looking at us. They're looking for weaknesses. And if we can't be on the same page, if there's weakness between us, Mick, then we are no more. We fall apart. There's bickering. If not for the rules and the policies and procedures that we've put forth down for this family, then what are we? We're no better than the beast that lay on the streets right now. We're organized. We do tactful things. When we hit hard because we strategize. We lead with logic, not emotion. And my friend, you've led with emotion for far too long. And it can no longer happen again. And this is my promise to you, that if it ever does, there will be bigger problems within the family than both of us will ever realize. I'm just gonna walk away. I don't know what else to say. And I need something to drink.